What's this?
Beep beep.
Yeah.
30 minutes? Graphic images. Oh, I think
The
he's
internet
hacking.
created a place where extremists
Are you really? Don't worry, AG Bar. Oh, of course he's fucking browsing poll. Of fucking course.
views
What?
would
It's like
proliferate.
the only board they didn't know about. Every time you see some fucking 4chan on the news, it's always the fucking poll board. And poll is like the shittiest board on there. And that's saying a lot. I think it's even shitter than B. And B is basically just
Beep beep.
people dumping porno
it
of
that way.
12-year-old girls and dicks.
Extremism can be more
Did you fucking see that?
That created a place where extremist
Beep
views would
beep.
proliferate.
Of course, it's a non-white
Extremist-
browsing
Yeah,
poll.
there it is. There's a fucking poll stream group. And they've got fucking anime avatars. Gosh, shiz. I'd say it's cringe, but if I say it's cringe, that's cringe in itself. Is it cringe if I call it a big oof or a yikes? Allowed to say that? Probably not.
can be more appealing to young people when you make it kind of fun.
Beep,
That's what
beep.
we saw the alt-right.
Oh,
It
good.
says friends.
My son was
The nemesis of
scrolling
QA.
Instagram, and I saw
The
Hitler,
fucking frog.
And he liked it, he passed it.
Even innocuous video games and social media have become rabbit holes to radicalization.
Innocuous video games? The fuck does that even mean? They talk about SCP? I saw something here I wanted to talk
My
about.
son
I forgot what it
scrolling
was.
Instagram, and I saw Hitler, and he liked it, he passed.
Yeah, this isn't fucking 4chan. They were posting Hitler fucking shoots since way before 4chan existed. In fact, that's half of my fucking pictures folder from back in the good old days.
Even innocuous video games and social media have become rabbit holes to radicalization.
I just spend all my time on the internet. And it
What the fuck is even radicalization? They mean people waking up to how they're getting fucked in the ass by the government? I don't think that counts as radicalization. All these fucking rich-ass leaders are just pissed off that people at the internet, so everyone knows what the fuck they're doing now. They know about their fucking Bohemian Grove bullshit. How they suck off goats and drink their blood. And they're pissed that we know that now. So now they just call it radicalization to make it sound like we're doing something
We
bad.
need to go back
But
to the
finding
old
out about
days
this
of
stuff.
TV.
You know, it's on Resurrect. It's that guy that he did stuff on TV. Everybody liked him. I keep thinking Jimmy Carter. Johnny Carson. Yeah, go resurrect him. Put him back on TV.
always seemed to like take me deeper, and then I was like at the very end drifting into white nationalism.
Societies most isolated are targeted, sold on ideas of community.
Our societies are becoming increasingly
Yep, there's a white
hostile
nationalist.
to white interest, to male interest. I'm just claiming a little space of the world where we can think freely.
Once offering the promise of a more connected world, the
So
internet is now a place
Freely.
that
once
sport still
offering the promise
exists.
of a more connected
Why would they even fucking show this board? What the fuck does Camps and Meetup? What the fuck does this board have to do with anything? Isn't this just where fucking people post their dicks?
Yikes.
world. The internet is now a place where young people are desensitized.
That's
Hate is normalized.
I thought that was a board where people just post their
Violence is
dick.
every day.
So that's to do with
I'm
school
on these
shootings.
sites, and to talk to you, who is fazed by the word "nick" is nothing. That's nothing. My moral compass
He said it.
and my reference point for what's right and wrong what comes from the internet.
So basically, it's just retards with autism. Why am I not surprised that they browse poll?
Beep,
Anyone that
beep.
browses poll and admits it,
Haven T, they interviewed you.
if you admit that you browse poll, I can imagine that you look like that fucking... That dude looked like a fucking goblin, too. Why don't they interview you? Because I tell them to fuck off. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to you either. Stop talking. Fucking orange name. No talking. Jews are based. They should have hired Ron Paul. I'm 5 minutes in this shit. This has to be a shill. He's not real. Who has to be a shill? You guys actually want to watch that? I'll watch it if you want to watch it. I mean, if I'm watching that, I don't have to fucking talk.
One of the guys they interviewed was a self-identified wizard that went on Wiskin, and he was 24.
Yeah, so it's 24-year-old wizards. I guess he time traveled 6 years earlier from his
Only watch it if you
wizard
do live
time
reaction.
travel. I watch if you
Beep,
do
beep.
live reaction. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
watch it. Beep beep.
What do you mean, turn my webcam on?
Yes.
I'm showing you guys my
Beep, beep.
face.
I want to see your reaction.
You can hear my reaction. I mean, my webcam's on. Look,
Watch it.
it's on. Just don't fucking turn my lights on because I'm not a goddamn normie. I fucking hate using that word. I need to find a word for normie that's not normie that I can use. This doesn't make me sound like a normie for using it. Can't use NPC. God. Norm Lord, maybe?
Beep beep.
Norm?
Norm Lord.
I already beat you to it. No, normies know about Norm Lord too. They know about all the fucking slang. And they know how to insult themselves.
Beep beep.
They all fucking
Norm
know about
turd.
the. They all know about the
Beep,
secret
beep.
underground club now.
Normal waist.
Those all stink. Where was I? Is it gonna go back to where I was? Fuck. Where was I?
And my reference.
So we're heading out to meet a guy we've been chatting to online in one of these
He doesn't look like an Adam.
online forums that attracts gamers and attracts
Must be his
people with
covert,
various hate groups, and we're
undercover
a little
name.
cautiously, a little nervously.
Beep,
Because
beep.
a lot of the people that we
What
talk to
country
on
is
these
Yamaguchi?
forums despise the media. It's sort of a
Yamaguchi country.
to meet with us.
He's nervous to meet some dude that shitposts frogs on pole.
Keep his garage door
Beep
open.
beep. Whoa, it attracts gamers.
There he is.
Like he's approaching a wild animal.
His garage.
There he is. Let's go poke him with a stick.
Hi.
Oh, what the fuck? How is this fucking fair? Some dipshit that posts on fucking pole gets to live in that fucking mansion. Meanwhile, I'm fucking homeless and I have 2 STEM degrees. And I'm not dumb enough to post on pole. This is fucking capitalism for you. This is how it fucking pays off. Stupid
Hey, I'm
bullshit.
Adam. Good to meet you.
That should be my fucking
He's
house.
using his online alias.
If you lived
is
with your
24
dad,
years
you'd love
old,
in a house like
unemployed,
that.
and currently
No, my
living at
dad's
home with
fucking
his
poor
mom.
because he got divorced. And then my mom took all the money and exploited her
He
liver
began
with
using
it.
the internet at 7 years old, and now
Whoa! Started using the internet at 7 years old? This dude's a hardcore hacker. Why did I back up?
is 24
Beep,
years
beep.
old, unemployed,
Nice manner.
and currently living at home with his mom.
Who would have known?
He began using the internet at 7 years old, and now
Incredible.
spends up to 15 hours online every day.
Dude, he's blown the fuck out of the water. That guy was browsing the internet for 90 minutes a day. God damn. Even I don't browse. Actually, I probably do browse the internet 15 hours a day, but I'm not like actively browsing it. Just like osmosis. I'm in front of my computer. Just playing some shitty fucking YouTube video most of the time.
This is where you spend many, many hours.
Right here.
You know, I have to say, this is not at all what I expected.
Yeah, because it's his fucking mom's room. I guarantee you this is not his shit.
You told me about your room.
Either that or,
Nothing like this.
in fact, it's probably his grandma's room and she died, so he
Beep,
moved in.
beep.
Dark.
His room is so
Boarded
neat.
up.
It's not.
Well,
This isn't.
that
He inherited this
area
room.
is
There's no way he
extremely
fucking
true for many
decorated it like
people
this.
On the sites, you know, it's kind of my relatives have this, and so I keep it here. I have respect for them.
Negan identifies as a wizard based on an online community of male
He's not.
virgins whose slogan is disregard females, acquire magic.
So you got the wizards, you got the incels.
That was
Incels,
acquire money.
Involuntary celibate. I'm a wizard.
Oh yeah, those fucking incels. They probably just stole that meme because they're fucking incels that can't come up with a single creative thought. It sounds like Wizard Chan to me.
In the sense that I'm a voluntary celibate.
Beep beep.
Have you ever?
He
Oh,
is
yeah.
not 30.
Dude,
Voluntary celibate. I'm
Beep beep.
he is not.
Fake news.
This is not what a voluntary celibate looks like. I'm a voluntary celibate. This is what an incel looks like. If you admit that you post on Wizard Chan, you're not a volcel.
a wizard.
In fact, real wizards like me get banned from Wizard Chan. They banned me for being a fucking Chad. 'Cause I posted my picture on there. They said I was a Chad and they banned me for it. Stupid fucking retards.
Voluntary celibate.
Have you ever had sex?
No.
Beep beep. What a mess.
Did he seriously just ask that? He just said he's a voluntary. He just said he's celibate, and then the guy asked him if he's ever had sex. Jesus fucking Christ, these people are dumb.
Do you care to?
No. When I was young, it was not on my mind to get a girlfriend, to get a car, to get a job.
He's just
My
coping.
mind
Give me a
was video
break.
games. My mind was internet. Then 2012,
He typed it
I
in.
got into 4chan.
You know he's a
Beep
piece.
beep. It's unthinkable to be 24 and a virgin.
You know he's a Reddit user because he's on the fucking front page. Nobody uses the fucking front page. Why the hell are the images blocked? Jesus
And I
Christ,
got
can't even
into
fucking
just
browse the
a
front page
whole
correctly.
variety of different views, different-
Who's getting laughed at?
Beep beep. Imagine being 20 and a virgin, lol.
Who's the friendless incel loser that just subbed to me? Get laughed at, loser. Who was that? Dreams Vibe. Shit. It's my sponsor. He's the only one that gives me money, unlike you goddamn freeloaders. That's right.
Beep beep.
3 months.
Join the underground hacker hate machine network. Beep beep.
I already did. It's called
Where is my gift
GNFOS.
sub?
You don't deserve it. Purple names don't deserve anything, really. Look, you're not a red name. There's no red names in here, actually. I guess they're all era subs.
ideas that I've never seen or heard of before.
Beep beep.
4chan
My hands are
is a
too cold to
controversial
jerk off.
image board known for its
Beep,
anonymity
beep.
and limited
Gift me subs dreams.
Shut up. I'm trying to listen to this. My hands
Beep,
are too
beep.
cold to jerk off.
Fuck no, you freeloaders.
Just give him a couple for me. Give him like 5 or 10. 50. I gotta get my money out of Twitch jail. Why did somebody follow me 4 hours ago? What the hell? I wasn't even streaming
Beep,
4
beep.
hours ago.
LOL.
Alright, I gotta back this up because you guys were talking over it.
Use different
Beep, beep.
ideas that I've never seen or heard.
A Russian bot maybe.
Interrupt me one more time, see what fucking happens.
Heard of before.
Beep beep. Dreams is back.
Who was it? You got Twitch Prime, eh? Give that to me and I won't ban you.
4chan is a controversial image board known for its anonymity and limited censorship, which has made it the home for
Wait a minute. You said anonymity and then he
Known for
zoomed
its
in on the
anonymity.
fucking tags that make people not anonymous. I guess he was trying to... Wait, if it's a tag with a flag, yeah, they're still in fucking pull.
and limited censorship, which has made it the home for some of the internet's most extreme content.
There's pornography. There's gore. You know, a lot of.
It's
really
not gore.
creepy-
You
What?
interrupted
The
yourself,
site
haha.
is made up of a variety
A lot of.
What?
There's pornography. There's.
That's not gore. It's a fucking Wojak. What the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, what the fuck is going... Oh shit. How old is this? This looks like a biz thread. This must be recent. What's the date on it?
Wow, Jack.
Oh, it actually is kind of
Beep, beep.
recent. Boomers need to die.
Crypto down 50, borders soon closing. Is this the end?
Yeah, I thought this was a fucking biz thread for crypto. Oh, it's a coronavirus thread. What a surprise. So I guess they put this shit together pretty fast then.
Gore.
This
you know, a lot
27th,
of really extreme speed.
whatever
really
2
extreme
is.
Content.
The site is made up of a variety of boards, each one representing a different topic. Even
they talking
boards
about Wizard Chan?
innocuous topics like video games have threads filled with graphic images and bigotry.
Beep beep.
Bigotry?
Are they gonna
What?
ban state-to-state flights?
So
Dude, you're not even allowed to say the N-word on fucking V, are you? Don't you get banned for that?
Doubt it.
I thought they babysat the shit out of everything beside... I don't know what to do with pull. I don't go on pull because I'm not fucking 12. I don't look like this guy. Dude, look at his fucking... Look at his fucking nose angle. This is a goblin side profile. Look at his negative canthal tilt. Embarrassing.
Images and bigotry.
let me show you a thread on the video
Beep,
game
beep.
board. So here's
Nice
a
beta
thread
profile.
where they are talking about Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption was like one of the massive blockbuster video games of the last couple years.
Thanks for elaborating.
Very mainstream game.
I control F. There are 34 cases.
Shit, he knows how to
34
do
matches that
Control
people
F.
submit. And if you see right here, they post a picture of this guy getting lynched right here, this black guy getting lynched. and then right under it, it says equality is a myth.
Whoa.
You have people say like,
Bold.
I murder every black I meet in the game, no exceptions.
When you first
Dude.
came onto 4chan,
This is not fucking... Like, they said this shit on Xbox... They were saying this shit on Xbox Live back in
Beep,
fucking
beep.
the days of
The
Halo.
date there is 12/19/19.
This isn't new. They've always
Beep,
talked
beep.
about killing N-words.
Internet hate machine.
This
Beep beep.
is not...
So extreme.
They talk about this shit...
Beep,
Like, they don't
beep.
talk about it on Twitter because they get
This is the
banned.
dark web.
But they post about this shit on Discord. Like anywhere that's not actively monitored like Twitter. Like, that's fucking par for the course. In fact, I hesitate to say my friends, but the people I hung out with in like middle school and high school, we fucking say shit like that all the fucking time. And it wasn't, I mean, we wouldn't say in front of teachers, but like that's not, it's just how people talk.
and you're
People that have an IQ, and it's at least in the triple digits anyways.
what, like 12, 13 at this point?
I'm really young, right?
Were you phased by this?
Wait, how old is he?
13 at this point.
I'm really young.
When you first came onto 4chan, and you're what, like 12, 13 at this point?
I'm really young, right?
Were you phased by this?
Yes, when I first see it, I'm thinking.
When I first see
how dare
it.
you say this word? How dare you say these things?
Is this for real? Why was he even fucking on there if he was thinking like that? Dude, the first time I fucking saw 4chan, I was like, these are my people, finally. And he was fucking outraged when he saw it.
Seems like he is mentally stunted in some way. Be nice.
Dude, look at him. He's a fucking goblin. Of course he's mentally stunted. This guy's a dumbass. Why do you think he's talking to Adam here? He probably thinks Adam's his real name. How dumb he is.
That's bad. Don't do it. You know, I would post comments. I would post replies to, people commenting and say that that's bad.
This is literally the people we were telling to fucking go back to fucking Gaia. He was telling people to stop saying the N-word. Jesus fucking Christ. Who the fuck is this guy? I thought he was supposed to be representing the site. He's the fucking antithesis of the fucking site.
Within a year, I was saying it, though. Then I noticed...
Oh, I just now noticed the fucking dislike bar.
You told him to go back to Reddit. He said he joined in 2012.
I said Gaia, dumbass.
That they have the politics board. And me being already into politics, I went right into that one.
No Reddit.
4chan's politically incorrect board, also known as POL, was created for the discussion of news, world events, and
I thought Boxy died. Like, I didn't even pay attention to that shit even when it was a thing. Like, I know who she is, but I never paid attention to that fucking... I can't even say the word I want to say because it's got the gay F word in it.
Beep beep. This is my only account. Beep beep. Original Boxy is hot.
Isn't she the one that was making those stupid fucking YouTube videos? She was like the... holding a spork in my hand, fucking random dumb shit that she used to do. I think that was Boxy.
Political issues, according to its moderators. But it has become well known for fostering hate speech, racism, and anti-Semitism.
I
like how that... I like how racism... Wait. Oh, I guess racism and anti-Semitism would be different. So fucking stupid. The double standards.
That you would not tolerate.
What did they just blur?
I'm tolerant of shit that you would not tolerate.
They beeped shit in the fucking video about 4chan. Jesus fucking Christ, this is gonna be a long one.
I never imagined myself having the views that I do when I was an Obama supporter.
You're an Obama guy.
I'm an Obama guy.
What is...
Alright. Where do I even start here? What? What the fuck what am I listening to? Who is this fucking guy? And he calls himself an incel and a wizard? Oh my god.
I like that he was young, he was charismatic, he spoke about change.
And where...
Alright, I don't know if I can listen to this anymore. He's clearly a fucking Reddit user. He's not a fucking 4chan user. Next thing you know, he's gonna fucking start spouting Bob the Builder slogans.
Where did things go wrong?
I think Obama, looking back on it now with the views that I have, I think he was a Jewish puppet. I think he's a Jew puppet. He's in with Wall Street and the big banks, the international kite.
I want you to bet they told him to say this so it would sound controversial. Nobody fucking talks like that.
It's
Beep,
not
beep.
every day that I talk to
Whoa,
somebody
this
who
dude's
just
hardcore.
throws out this lingo as if it's nothing.
Yeah. It's like
They told him to fucking say something controversial. You could. It's like he was reading that off a script.
in with Wall Street
Beep,
that I have.
beep.
I think he was a Jewish
He's a
puppet.
shill.
I think he's a Jew puppet. He's in with Wall Street and the big banks, the international.
No. I already fucking said what I wanted to say.
It's not every day that I talk to somebody who just throws out this lingo as if it's nothing.
Yeah. It's like saying, hey, stupid. Instead, you say, hey, Nick, like, or hey,
Beep, beep.
or hey.
Put on some boxy
Every
instead.
time you say these things, it just sends chills up my spine. Is it strange to you that I'm as phased as I am?
You finally fucking told him to say it.
Absolutely. I go to these sites every day. I'm on these sites. People say words like this and say worse than this. And to talk to you, who is phased by the.
Is it just me, or is this guy just like fucking cherry picking? Like every time I go on these, when I go to fucking 4chan, people aren't just like fucking saying the fucking N-word nonstop and saying racist shit. In fact, they're usually pretty civilized. I'd say they're usually more civilized than fucking Reddit, actually. It's just that I guess if he's browsing poll. Eh. I don't browse poll, so I don't really see this dumb shit.
All I'm saying is that you can't use.
Usually it's people talking about which two who they want to fuck.
Being racist.
I don't hate the blacks. I don't hate the Jews. I don't hate them. I just think they're different, and I think that they've done a lot of bad things in the world. But I don't hate them. That's the way they are.
Do you hear yourself though? 99% of the population that would just label you as a flat out blatant racist.
When 99% of them can go f themselves. They're from another world. They're not from my world.
Not from his world. They're not from Reddit.
My moral compass and my
They just keep showing fucking Pohl and Adolf Hitler.
And my politics, my worldview, my philosophy comes from the internet.
Fuck off with that unfunny meme.
Who exists in your world? Like who are the people who are going to the 4chans of the world?
A lot of them, it could be a variety of people. A lot of them are losers. Good portion of them are losers.
So he's talking about himself.
Definite. The ones that are the most notorious are the alt-right, and alt-right's an umbrella term for different various groups.
The alt-right, new right, and dissident right are terms for far-right nationalist movements that have thrived online by spreading extremist propaganda targeted to disaffected young men.
Violent clashes broke out this weekend in Portland, Oregon.
In February, the FBI elevated the threat of domestic, racially motivated violent extremists to a national threat priority.
We've now been monitoring this for the last 4 years, and people are simply just, engaging with this content online at higher rates. So let's actually.
Vidya Ramalingam is a co-founder of Moonshot CVE.
Is that her name?
A company using technology to combat radicalization online.
These movements are getting far more brazen, far more willing to put their beliefs out there. They believe they have mainstream support in many cases.
Hey, it's a GNFOS
They believe
logo.
they're actually the voice of the majority.
Between 2018 and 2019, there was a 120% rise in white supremacist propaganda distributed across the U.S.
My son was scrolling Instagram and I saw Hitler, and he liked it. He passed it.
As you were looking over his shoulder.
He didn't think
Beep,
anything was
beep.
wrong with it because
Who the fuck likes
Why
posts?
don't you ask the BBC to make a documentary about you infos?
Because I'm already making a documentary about myself right now. This is an autobiography.
Time Traveler was tipping off Hitler about.
I just fucking go on GNFOS.
That's when I
Actually, I
realized
can't fucking. That doesn't really count because I never
Joanna
post
Schroeder
there.
is a
I'm a
writer
fucking
and mom
loser
to
like
two
you
young
guys.
boys who she says were being exposed
I'm
to
not good at
far-right
stealing Reddit
propaganda
threads and
hate
pasting
speech
them
on
on there.
mainstream online
You guys do it
platforms.
better than me.
It goes way back to when they first started playing video games online with people from around the world, because I would hear homophobic slurs or racial slurs.
So when you're playing video
They
games,
fucking
or
do that
going
at
on
school. It's not the
YouTube
internet.
looking up games, do you see?
God,
what
this is
kind of
stupid.
comments do you see?
Like people, some like just talk for like hours about how they hate black
Beep
people.
beep.
Or like.
Why am I
does
listening to
mom
this kid?
humiliate her kids like that?
Yeah.
Beep beep.
Why are they interviewing this
Poor
kid?
boys need a father.
Have you seen this?
No, but I know it happens.
Why is he
Tell me.
Why was he smiling there?
And, I don't know that parents realize that kind of
Did
thing.
someone flash a lollipop in front of him?
In August of 2019,
Do you have white
posted a
teenage
Twitter thread
sons?
urging parents of
I've been watching my boys' online behavior and notice social media and vloggers. Oh, she's talking about those Japanese girls that lick your earballs. Are actively laying groundwork in white teens to turn them into alt-right / white supremacists. Here's how. It's a system, I believe. No, they just want to fucking say the N-word. They're not trying to turn your kid into a fucking KKK member.
boys to monitor the content their sons were being exposed to online.
Had you not intervened, do you worry that your sons could have begun to subscribe to alt-right beliefs?
I certainly do not think my kids would have ever become neo-Nazis or white supremacists, but I do believe that they would have participated in a system, online especially, that normalized hate like racism and homophobia unwittingly. They look for the most vulnerable among our boys. And then
Who's
what
they?
they do is they tap into this very natural sort of anger that comes up within adolescence and the feeling of isolation that so many kids, even the healthiest, happiest kids, often experience.
That is the shittiest fucking picture I've ever seen.
And the feeling of
Look at this shit. It's like fucking... Do you make this in Paint with Times New Roman 12-point font? What is this garbage?
That so many kids, even the healthiest, happiest kids, often experience.
Of course it's a fucking cuck image.
Give them somebody to blame.
It's like cuck or Chad. Either way, it's fucking stupid.
My parents.
I didn't know he was a
weren't
chef.
Really there. My mother.
Oh my god. He's a janitor. I fucking knew something was stupid about him. He's a fucking janitor. He's eating this fucking Hot Pocket. Oh my god. This is what fucking janitors look like. No wonder why they're all fucking garbage. They all are. They're from fucking Reddit. They're the kind of people that get outraged at people saying shit. They're the ones that
Stop
fucking...
the janitor hate.
He's literally a fucking janitor. I guarantee you he's a fucking janitor. You can't make this shit up. Unless he's doing this on purpose, but... He's probably... In fact,
he looks very...
He probably eats Hot Pockets because he's a janitor. This is how he gets fucking paid. He's 100% a fucking janitor. He's exactly the kind of fucking dipshit I would expect to be a janitor. This is the kind of guy that gets mad that you said something. In fact, he literally admitted he gets mad when people say stuff, and he tells them to stop saying it. In order to get him to stop saying it, he applies to be a fucking janitor and work for free and get paid in Hot Pockets. So when he sees these things that make him mad, he just deletes the post. And that's why JP is shit today. Someone needs to fucking find this guy's address.
I have too many friends. I've never been to, like, you know, parties.
Put a cross through my 4 tallies. Get it up to 5.
Having grown up in a place that is probably 99%
to get my butt ranger equipment out of the closet.
Town, you came to all of this. How?
In my room, thinking about it, using the internet, not interacting with the people out here in this town really, but kind of on my own. There's a misconception that everybody who goes to the alt-right kind of sites and everything is white. I myself am Mexican American. I don't have a shred of whiteness or anything like that in me. I felt kind of rejected by society, rejected by my peers, and I also
starting to sound even more like a janitor.
That I didn't really want to be around them. I would rather be in this world online.
When I look at their pathways, their kind of stories as to what got them into the movement, there's a common thread throughout. It's oftentimes human relationships.
Has anyone found out who this guy is that he's talking to?
It's easy to think, oh right, maybe they just saw a piece of content and that convinced
Do they know
them.
which janitor this is?
That's not what gets people into this. It's usually that they're seeking.
He's probably the pole janitor.
They're seeking some sense of belonging, and these groups and movements provide them that, even online.
I'll just get us set up here.
It's one of the main reasons I talk about parasocial relationships so much. You start to realize just how much he really fooled you.
Caleb Kane is a 26-year-old vocal critic of far-right movements online. In March of 2019, he posted a
He has a
video on
lighting
YouTube
setup.
called My Descent into the Alt-Right Pipeline, where he detailed how prominent content creators and YouTube's recommendation algorithm radicalized him over a 5-year period.
I was at a terrible point in my life, and I was actively looking.
I guess he was there. What, do you see the pimple in between his eyebrows? Is that what ruined his life? Why doesn't he pop that shit? It's so distracting. Am I supposed to not look at that shit?
These memes, and you would see people posting things on the internet.
Maybe it's like that because he keeps fucking popping and it's scarring over.
And you really felt like you were part of something. I was watching all types of stuff in the realm of self-help.
He is using a bulldozer laptop.
Ended up recommending to me a video by Stefan Molyneux. As soon as I found Steph's videos, it just clicked with me, and I just poured.
Wonder how long it is until Jordan Peterson gets mentioned.
You know, many of whom are lawful, peaceful, blah blah blah, but well, lawful outside, of course, being in the country legally, but.
I thought everyone moved from Stefan to Jordan Peterson. Isn't this guy old now?
His YouTube channel currently has 925,000 subscribers.
I forgot what this guy's deal was.
So I had this idea in my head that I could.
I watched a couple of his videos and I thought they were fucking stupid.
What motivated me.
That's all I remember.
To look into these videos, and then that started turning into other more.
This video is just a hit piece to get YouTubers banned.
From him or from the recommendations?
So from Steph. So Steph was an ardent.
How would this get YouTubers banned? What?
So I started watching a lot of his stuff, and then from there.
Isn't he supposed to be just like a liberal or something?
Content. He would interview people, and then from there.
Let me see what his videos are.
Beep beep.
Wrong think.
They're trying to convince YouTube to ban Stefan.
I don't care if they ban him. He's a retard. At least what I watched was fucking stupid. Sargon of Akkad and Steven. See, if he's talking to the Sargon guy, he's probably a fucking dipshit. Architecture of Belief, Jordan Peterson. Yep. Why am I not surprised? This shit's so fucking predictable. The Ugly Truth About Diversity. Katie Hopkins and Stephen Blebe. This is just fucking shit for, like, edgy Zoomers. This is what they watch, isn't it?
More and more content. He would interview people.
It's literally just shit to get you angry. Why would you fucking watch this shit?
Also, the recommendation algorithm would recommend content that was.
Mike, isn't he the fucking Young Turks guy?
Content, and then also the recommendation algorithm.
This is like fucking edgy Zoomer Central. They love watching this dumb shit.
Would recommend content that was similar.
Candace Owens. Is that the Mecha Gamezilla dude?
Would recommend content that was.
I guess that's someone else. Yep, Jordan Peterson there. It's all the same fucking guys.
Similar. And it always seemed to like take me deeper. So I went from being a libertarian to being a conservative, and then I was like at the very end drifting into white nationalism. Which
Isn't libertarian deeper than conservative?
Progressive growing up, you know, I watched John.
I thought you went from conservative to liberal.
And he painted this picture to me that the left, you know, I watched Jon Stewart and Michael Moore documentaries, and he painted this picture to me that the left was destroying the world. But when you go online, you're getting your perspective fed back to you over and
Discord.
over and over again. And if you don't look outside of
this
that
is the
bubble,
kind of person that
then
listens to Jordan Peterson and Steven or Stefan.
We reached out to Stefan Molyneux but never heard back, so we began reaching out to other prominent far-right YouTubers and set off a bit of a firestorm. The YouTubers began to tweet out our interview requests to their followers, and were then bombarded by a lot of their followers urging them not to talk to us.
What?
After my producer's
How is it a trap?
He began receiving a number of
Just don't fucking say something retarded, you'll be fine. Oh, I guess they're all retards, so they can't help doing that.
News originals. Whoa. You have to treat journalists like shit, okay? You have to.
This guy a joke? Look what he's fucking wearing. Who the fuck watches this stupid shit? Just look at him. You know he's got nothing important to say. He's just literally making fucking 12-year-olds angry by saying dumb shit.
Okay, you have to.
Does he like read statistics about black on white violence or something? That's probably all he fucking does. Shit's so stupid. I don't even know why I'm watching this.
Far-right YouTubers. We were able to sit down with French-Canadian neuroscientist Jean-François Garipe, known as JF by his followers.
Lots of hate against you.
What's that?
There's lots of hate against you in my spheres.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you seem to be.
This guy's a Twitter user.
Documenting YouTubers, and they don't like it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
How dare he interview people, an asshole?
JF's YouTube page is classified as a white nationalist channel by the Anti-Defamation League, and often features far-right guests such as Richard Spencer and David Duke.
So my goal is to produce good media that people enjoy. To me, what I want to create is an experience in people's brain that they are seeing something unique that they wouldn't have gotten elsewhere.
This is code for he wants YouTube money.
Elsewhere. There's lots of people who are feeling that our societies are becoming increasingly.
I wonder how long it is until he calls himself a content creator.
When you talk about hostility towards white people, when you talk about hostility towards men and boys, the characterization is, oh, you're anti-woman, you're you're racist, you're anti-Semitic. How do you respond?
There it is, anti-Semitic. You had to slip that one in, of course.
I say, I'm not claiming that I should have power over other sexes or other races.
It's like they want people to hate them because of the stupid propaganda shit they pull.
Where we can think freely. What determines how much money I make is how much of my audience is willing to pay $5 tonight for what I'm going to say.
I've only got one person willing to do that.
My incentives are all into satisfying people and providing them with a view that they wouldn't hear elsewhere.
Do you worry that there are...
There's literally hundreds of this exact... There's literally hundreds of this fucking guy copy-pasted on YouTube.
And that they could be creating the next incident, the next violent incident.
Well, I think that there could be such voices, but I'm not sure that scientifically we've reached a case that violent incidents were caused by speech. On the other hand, there are more underground websites that may be seen as cultures favoring violence, and 4chan is one of them.
Do you ever get nervous about some of the people who come onto your site? That they could be dangerous or they could be too extreme?
I am not nervous, but I'm careful. I'm being careful. There can be people who are intending violence and want to use my movement and
his movement? He's a fucking YouTube channel. Get the fuck over yourself.
I'm making
fat fuck.
Publicly that I'm not for violence, and that if you do that kind of stuff,
does he think he's MLK now?
Not only
he has a YouTube channel where he says dumb shit.
You're going to end up in jail, but you're going to hurt other people and our movement.
I think what we see is that some kind of hatred is being normalized. Unfortunately, I think we're already seeing where it may lead. We've seen more and more instances.
Dude, this is so fucking stupid. People are nicer than they used to be. Like back in the good old days, like racism was fucking everywhere. Now people are. It's rare to come across an actual unironic racist. This shit is so fucking behind the times. We're just making shit up now.
People openly expressing hatred towards others. This is
yeah, because they've never done that before. Dude, slavery was only like 20 years ago.
And unfortunately violent action.
Over the last 5 years, there has been a 320% rise in far-right terrorist attacks throughout the Western world.
My voice is starting to get nasally.
The Global Terrorism Index.
This is the Steam group that I made. It was made in June 23rd, 2014, and this is the Steam chat room that has picked up an activity.
Oh shit, he's in the QA Steam chat.
2 students were killed.
He's gonna invade their Monster Hunter game.
High school in Aztec, New Mexico.
On December 7, 2017, a 21-year-old gunman opened fire at Aztec High School in New Mexico, killing 2 people.
It's more than coronavirus.
Poster on many far-right message boards.
Beep beep.
And according to Negan,
find his Steam
was
account
a member of the Steam chat room.
I don't give it enough of a shit to do that. Like it's right there.
How did you react when you found out that a member of your group went on to commit a mass shooting?
I had a lot of mixed feelings about it. When I knew that happened, I was thinking about it the rest of the day. The whole day I was just thinking about it in my head. That,
like he had anything better to do. Lives in his mom's basement.
I was not shocked because it doesn't shock me.
This guy even have a job?
You know, they are all...
I guess not. He said he browses this shit 15 hours a... Oh, wait, never mind. He's a janitor. He's got a job.
Leave any
doesn't get paid for it, but it's a job.
What did I do?
Kind of like mine.
I didn't tell him to go do anything. I didn't brainwash this kid. I didn't tell him, go do this because I'm commanding you. I'm in another state.
Right. But you've created a space for a progression of viewpoints that ultimately led to an action.
I didn't create a space. What am I responsible for?
You literally just said you made the Steam group.
Yeah, but this kid is up. For whatever reason he got in his life, he has these views that are just one of many factors. It's your fault. It's society's fault. It's you people out here in the society that are treating, that are putting us as outcasts, that are putting us to the side, throwing us under the bus, throwing us in the trash can, and
you fucking deserve the wedges because you act like this. It's supposed to be natural selection. If somebody gives you a wedgie for
And
being a
what's wrong with
fucking,
having certain views or anything like that?
you know what, it's supposed to get you to stop acting like that.
The surprise, what was your emotional state?
I didn't give a
The thing is, you can't give guys like this a wedgie because he never leaves his fucking room. So he never learned to stop being a fucking janitor.
Like, what do you want me to sit here and say? Oh my gosh, that I feel so bad and all this is happening every day in this country. There's mass shootings all over the world. There's mass shootings going on. People are dying every day from gun violence in the inner cities. I mean, I'm puzzled by the fact that you are sitting here almost waiting for me to get a reaction out of me, almost waiting like, you know, for me to say, oh, my condolences to the family. I'm gonna just tell you what I think. I don't give a
Damn, he's hardcore. He doesn't give a shit.
Has the thought of committing
He doesn't give a
violence
beep.
crossed your mind?
It is, that's kind of a loaded question because everybody at some point has thought of committing violence. Not everybody, but a lot of people have. And just because I have these views and go to these sites doesn't mean like, oh, he's thinking about, you know, doing this and he goes to these sites. If I were to do anything, there's no way I would get away with it. I would be dead probably. I don't want to die over some bullshit that's posted on the internet.
These sorts of attacks have garnered the attention of individuals around.
That was just the rise of the white supremacists. I thought the KKK was almost gone now.
Feel empowered and
They
emboldened.
just fucking make shit up now. It's not on the fucking rise.
These attacks, these right-wing terrorists.
So isn't there another way to look at all of this? The brazenness of some of these individuals to talk the way they speak, it's now in the public discourse. You now have access to this content rather than this happening.
It's not on the fucking rise, dude. Maybe, like, compared to, like, I wouldn't even say compared to when Obama, because when Obama was elected, people...
Paradigm is shifting.
People think it was because Trump was elected. Back when fucking Obama was elected, people said there was a rise in fucking white supremacy.
They're even showing us their kind of radicalization over the year. They're giving us a huge amount of information to help understand them, but not just to understand them, also to intervene.
The pyramid of hate provides an opportunity.
Oh god, what is this HR bullshit?
Escalates in our world. These are swastikas.
Yeah, these are the kinds of people I'd expect to see in here.
Is there anybody else who's seen anything like that?
The Anti-Defamation League's World of Difference program provides students with anti-bias education and tools to confront
Anti-bias education.
Said they were gaming.
This is why college tuition is so fucking high. Because you gotta pay for dumb shit like this. You gotta pay for these morons to invent the pyramid of hate. The F word? What about the gay F word? Nobody cares about the F word, they care about the gay F word.
If it's been exposed to you frequently, you kind of get used to it. And
we're really trying to show them how hate escalates or how bias can escalate and really what happens when hate and bias go unchecked, because there's nobody who is immune to the effects of what
It's like watching 12-year-olds.
activity, what the internet can do.
You know, these hateful ideas can seep into, certainly into high school. There are steps.
This is literally the kind of shit you do in kindergarten. And they're in fucking college.
I think
Jesus Christ.
play a role in
This
terms of, but I think
That's the shit this kid should be fucking doing, not fucking people in
parents
college.
have to play a role in terms of understanding what their kids are seeing online,
beep.
what these
I
ideas
thought they were
really
in
mean,
middle
what
school.
do they lead to, and make sure they're talking about these things.
Extreme ideologies and hate speech were not born on the internet, but online communities known for
Beep, beep.
emboldening users and
ha,
normalizing
ha, ha, ha.
vitriolic discourse have made hate more accessible than ever before.
Oh, it's a Janny again.
Why were you willing to talk to us?
There's a lot of misconceptions about what's going on online.
Janny's love
I
attention.
wanted to kind of clear up a lot of those misconceptions, so I kind of want to help set that record straight.
Are you at all afraid of what the repercussions might be on you?
I don't really have much to lose in my life at this point.
No shit.
You know, of course, we live in an age where, you know, things can go viral and stuff like that, but I don't really think about that anymore. Yeah, there may be
beep.
consequences. Let them be what they
Is
are.
this
I mean,
a Paul Jenny?
I'm telling you what I've seen.
Sure seems like it. He was literally eating fucking Hot Pocket on the camera.
But I can't live this life forever. I'm gonna eventually have to leave the basement, and when I do,
Don't be hateful, Yoisham.
There is an entire generation of people just like
Probably
you
find out who he
are
is from
going to be going
that
out there into the
water
world.
tower there.
Someday we'll be leaving the basement.
They showed his house and they showed that water tower.
You could have someone who is
If you
your
wanted to
boss,
find him, you
or
could.
is your teacher, or is your lawyer, or your doctor, that may have views like mine, and that will have big ramifications on society.
What did he just say? Kind of zoned his stupidity out. The past years we've been investing in the policies. Nice 200 word essay, ain't reading that shit. Well, I just lost 20 IQ points. I don't know why I watched that. That was fucking stupid. I don't want to fucking listen to what some dumbass janitor on pole has to say. 0.
Beep. Evidence of the paradigm shifting is in the likes-dislikes ratio.
Oh, I wonder what the comments were.
Beep. 10 years ago it would have been reversed.
Don't Google USS Liberty or Lavon affair dancing Israelis or Mexican assembly attack.
Look at top comments too.
Top comment is garbage. Care about crime or hate so much, then why not use FPS statistics instead of ALD? The hell is it? Oh, the anti... Fuck, it's ADL, you dumb motherfucker. Second comment. ALD, Anti-American League of Disinformation. Why does this guy have 2 top comments?
Beep.
How many views does this have?
They're on your team. T. Don't hate your allies.
I'm not on the same team as a fucking janitor from Pole. He's my enemy. I fucking kill janitors. What are you talking about? I've got fucking... We got 4 tombstones on my mantle. Got one of them to fucking wipe out 15 pages of JP and get himself fired. That was the dumbest of them all. You think you're a good journalist, and why not look into the ADL, Matt? So he got it right this time? Why did he fucking censor shooter? List yourself. What is YouTube fucking shadow ban you if you say that shit? Or shadow ban your comment, I guess? This guy already got his limelight. There's the next one. Political correctness is kosher censorship. These comments stink. They're probably people from Pole.